Welcome back, you guys, to Fireside Chats at the Fire.
Beautiful.
We're with Josh. We were dying to work with you.
Well, thank you. I'm flattered, but I had never worked on a really female-driven show before.
Yeah.
Where so much of the executive and creative sort of structure of the show was female. Because of that perspective, when I read the scripts, there was a reverse in the polarity between the typical gender roles of male and female.
Tell people what you mean by that.
Well, so generally speaking, I get to play the husband and you play the wife, and I get to go off and do the amazing things, and you get to tell me how amazing I am.
We get to hold our pocketbooks and sit on our couches and worry about you.
Which I got to tell you, works out really well for us.
I bet.
It's been great. We've had a good run. So it was interesting to me to be on the reverse side of that.
So tell me a little bit about the unique challenges of your relationship with Reese's character.
It's a really, to me, recognizable place that a man and a woman get into with each other. So they've gone down the pathway of doing all the right things.
In their marriage.
In their marriage. And in their lives, right? They
follow all the rules.
All the rules. They ticked off all the boxes. They, there is no white picket fence, but it's basically a white picket fence. Yeah, the kids, the cars, the job, the country club. And I think often those unwritten agreements inside of a relationship are incredibly toxic. Because what I think is happening in Bill and Elena's relationship is they've gotten to a place where each one thinks the other one is satisfied. And so each one of them are drifting farther and farther apart as the resentment builds up over like, well, I've sacrificed everything that I wanted for this thing that you want to have.
These roles of what they're supposed to be doing. Michelle Obama talks about this in her book Becoming, that she was the kind of person who was like a good box checker.
Right.
Like she did all the things you're supposed to do, and then they're both coming to a place in their life where they're bumping up against these roles that they've taken on, which aren't necessarily who they authentically are.
And it's much simpler to just accept other people's ideas of what you should want. And I think that's kind of where Bill and Elena are. And to me, that was a very recognizable thing.
What's it like to fight with Reese on screen? For you. We both fought with her, but what was it like for you?
Honestly, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Because she's so powerful, right,
Yes.
that there is no 11.
But your character also doesn't trust Mia.
He doesn't trust Mia. I think that's partially the lawyer in him. I also think in the way that an addict protects their supply even against their own health.
Oh, wow. What a great metaphor.
He sees you as a potential agent of chaos because you're something new and outside of the control.
He doesn't want to rock the boat.
He doesn't want to rock the boat, right?
It was really fun for me because I remember our director saying, like, you're giving him a really hard time. Like, he hasn't done anything to you. And I was like, well, not personally, but like systematically. I'm a woman who's been on the road. Like, what you represent, this white guy in a suit, you are the enemy, or you are not to be trusted. What are the kind of fireside chats that you hope the show will ignite?
The Venn diagram of power, race, and gender, which is, to me, at the very center of this show. And
I love Venn diagrams.
Me too.
They're my favorite.
Yeah. They make me feel smarter than I am, which is
so
great.
True. It's like
look, I can
elementary
understand
school, but I'm like, I love Venn diagrams.
And then for the adults, this is just enough in the past, right? My childhood, where you look at it and you go, wow, we really have not come very far. So I would love to be able to be a part of sparking that conversation.
It's really beautiful.
So I'm also very thankful to have been a part of this.
Yay. Thank you, Josh, for joining us.
Kerry.
Thank you guys for joining us. There's so much more exciting stuff to see in the show. So tune in to Hulu next week and tune back into us.
Bye.